Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedules to come and listen to me talk today. For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Tiffany, and I'm a nutritionist here at Head Start. Today, I'm going to talk to you about snacking. So everyone here today is either a parent or a caregiver of some kind of a preschool age kid. And as we all know, snacking can be very important. But it's also just as important to know what to give them as a snack, what's going to fuel them the best, how to pay attention to their hunger cues, how to start teaching that. So it sounds like we're going to cover a lot, but I promise I won't keep you here past 10 minutes, and I will be staying after to answer any other further questions you might have, but I didn't want to include that in my talk today because I know you all have to get out of here and go on about your days. So before I get into the best kind of snacks that I think would work, I'm going to cover some of the things that aren't as great. So nothing is 100% bad, and what I'm not going to do is tell you to avoid these all the time because life can get difficult, busy, and if you have it on hand, that might be the best option. But I did want to go over something like fruit snacks. You know, these are one of the easiest things to just keep in the car, give to your toddler whenever they ask for them, or they say, you know, I need a snack, I'm hungry, even though you may have just given them lunch or breakfast or dinner a couple minutes ago. But something like this, just gonna go over why it's not the ideal snack. So again, this is not horrible, it's not something that they could never have, but I do just wanna touch on, you know, looking at the nutrition label here, all they are getting from something like this, despite it saying fruit on it, they're not getting fruit. All they're really getting is 9 grams of added sugar in this. There's no fat and there's no protein. And that's important because when toddlers are asking for a snack, you've gone through the steps to determine, you know, are they actually really hungry, which is fine if they are. But what we want to look for is something that will keep them full. So there's nothing wrong with these every now and then, but these really should be reserved for a treat. And maybe not the whole pack. For those of you that have the 3-year-olds, you know, this seems like a really small package, but like I said, it's really just all added sugar. So what we would want to do when they're asking for a snack is to think about, like I said, something that's going to keep them more full, something that's going to have a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, and some carbs in it too, like the fruit snacks. So something like, this is a little bit big for a toddler. They are really good at self-regulating, so they probably wouldn't eat the whole thing. So something that you could do is pre-portion snacks out. So it does sound like a little bit of work, but if you just put the time in on the front end to portion out some snack bags in your kitchen when you have a few minutes here or there, they're down for a nap or you just drop them off at daycare, you could cut these in half. You could also get the cheese blocks that are already cubed. This is just what I had to go over today. You could cut this up. You could put some slices of this in there, just a couple. You know, we don't want this to be a meal. Or you don't have to use this at all, but to make it a little bit fun, you could do some turkey pepperoni slices and just a couple wheat thins. And you know, that in a snack size bag, would make a great snack. And it's kind of fun. They can pretend it's like a little pizza. You know, toddlers are very creative. And I know not everyone here has a toddler. We're talking about preschool age, so up to 5 years old. And then just remembering to portion out sizes appropriate for your child, depending on their age, depending on what they like to eat, that kind of stuff. Some other ideas are, you know, you could do some granola. Again, pre-portioning it out when you buy something like this is going to save you so much time later on. So getting the little tiny bags, they don't need a lot of this. But a little bit of this and then maybe a little bit of yogurt. You can get ice trays and put some yogurt in there, sprinkle some granola on top and freeze those. And that's a really tasty snack. You can pop a popsicle stick in there too. That's a great snack. You know, that would be one that's more geared when you're at home. because that might get a little messy in the car if you're out and about. Another one, when we're thinking about snacking and we're thinking about, I just really struggle to get fruits and vegetables in throughout the day, is using snack time as an opportunity to get in some more fruits and vegetables. So picking the ones that your child likes, or maybe, they've only tried it once, they didn't like it. Sometimes we have to reintroduce things up to 15 times because their taste buds change. Toddlers and preschoolers are unpredictable, and they might hate something today and love it tomorrow. So something you could do, really packable, easy snack, is something like these carrot chips. You could literally just put these in a little bag and call it good. You could pair them with other vegetables. You could give them a little bit of peanut butter with it. But we want to be mindful of the portion size that we're going with. Because something like this, even though it seems, this is so easy, it's pre-portioned out, I can just grab it and give it to them. Realistically, this is even a little bit big for an adult snack. So if you were to buy these, maybe just put 2 or 3 in a little bag for them. To save yourself some money too, because if you hand this to your toddler, they are not going to eat the whole thing, most likely. And then, it's kind of wasted. They've already touched it. Who knows what they've done with this. So just keeping that in mind. This also, even though it has peanut butter in it, it's that thin amount. They're not really getting much other than the carbs in this. But this is a great whole grain option. So this is not a bad snack. I would just portion it out to maybe just 2 of these crackers in a bag. Keep them on hand. Now you have 3 portions from this individual cracker pack. So I've alluded to this, but being mindful of their hunger cues and starting to kind of work that in a conversation is going to be really big. So I know I don't have kids myself yet, but something to keep in mind that I've noticed with my niece is we'll be driving and she hears something on the radio, or she sees a fast food place, or she sees a billboard. Kids are very visually, audibly stimulated. So it may be they're not hungry, but some sort of cue made them think, oh, I want something. I need something right now. Or they're bored. That's often the biggest culprit of these fake hunger cues. So starting to kind of bring that into conversation, saying things like, okay, I hear that you said you're hungry. What makes you feel that way? Is your tummy growling? Do you feel that you don't have that much energy? Or did you see something that you want? So we don't want, it's more of an art in this fashion, and your child best. But this is just a great opportunity to start bringing that conversation up. Because they are intellectuals. They're mini intellectuals at this point, and they can have these conversations. And just having little question sessions like this every now and then will really start to ingrain in their mind, am I hungry or am I bored? Am I hungry or did I just hear about this thing? You're right, we did have lunch a couple minutes ago, or we are on our way to dinner. So not that we're trying to hunger shame them, because if they're hungry, that's fine. They're very active. We know, they need energy throughout the day. But those conversations can really start to help. And sometimes we don't want to be the yes man either. So, hey, this is the snack we brought. If you're really hungry, yeah, of course, you can have this snack. What I've seen with my niece is that's not always the case. No, I want this thing from this fast food place. Trying to get stronger about saying, I'm sorry, this is the snack that we brought, so you can have this snack that's going to make us feel good, or we can wait until we have a meal next. So I know this is all easier said than done, but I hope that these help. These are just a tiny amount of the snacks that you could come up with, but there's hundreds of options on the internet. So I have brought handouts for each of you that I'll give out that have even more snack ideas on them. But I hope that you all took something away from this today. I wish I had more time with you, but I promise there will be more classes like this in the future. Hopefully we can find some more time, but I know that's not always feasible when we have these little ones running around. So like I said, I will be here for questions afterwards, and I would love to talk to any of you about anything snack related or nutrition related. So thank you so much for your time today.